Why Navy sailors kneel next to a plane when it takes off. Everything aboard an aircraft carrier is tightly orchestrated. One wrong move could result in tragedy. An aircraft taking off can be pretty loud, so the crew rely on hand signals to guide the process. Kneeling beside an airplane also serves a purpose. The flight deck of an aircraft carrier looks huge, but it's actually tiny compared to a normal airfield. There are no runways or flight control towers. Everyone is always in close proximity to everyone else. This makes it one of the most hazardous workplaces in the world. The sailors are exposed to continually high noise levels. There are as many as 60 planes and 200 people. They're crammed into 4 acres of steel armor plate. The sailors kneeling next to an aircraft are the final checkers. The checker's job is pretty dangerous. He checks the plane's flight controls. He does a quick visual check for hydraulic or fuel leaks. If there are no visible problems, the plane gets onto the catapult. Another crew member you'll see near a plane is the shooter. Shooters are recognizable by their yellow shirts. The shooter signals the catapult crew to fire the catapult. The catapult crew wear green shirts. They wait around for the next plane to come up onto the catapult. There will normally be about 10 people at a launch. They're crowded in the box on the deck between the catapults. Apart from the catapult crew and checkers, there are ordnance men, but the final checkers are the last to touch the plane before takeoff. It's a dangerous job, and they know it. As the saying goes, there are only 2 kinds of people on the flight deck, the quick and the dead. The checker kneels down for safety reasons. He grabs a tie-down chain eye in the deck with one hand. If he fails to do so, he will get blown away by the jet's exhaust. This has happened more than once. When everything looks good, the shooter gives a thumbs up. It's a signal to the pilot. The pilot advances the throttles to whatever setting is needed. He wipes out the controls, moving the ailerons, rudders, and elevators. The final checkers are at the rear of the airplane. They observe the whole procedure. If there are no problems, they raise their thumbs. Meanwhile, the pilot is checking the crucial instruments, such as engines. That's the last pre-flight check. Then the pilot gives his own thumbs up. You might have seen it in movies, like Top Gun Maverick. That's the signal we're good to go. The shooter does a last check to make sure everyone's clear. He kneels down, touches the deck, and points forward. At that point, the deckage operator does another quick check. He makes sure everyone is clear. Then he finally presses the launch button. These days, the shooter is often in the bubble. It's an armored glass enclosure at flight deck level. That's where the catapult is fired from.